Hello everybody and welcome to the 5 Elements and Better Relationships video series. And today I'm looking at the fire element. I am wearing the red of fire and I'm trying to bring the sunshiny colours through into the room through my golden daffodils. Let's take ourselves to the early summer through to its peak, because this is the season that pertains to the fire element. Let's just imagine for a moment that we can feel the heat of the sun on our face. We can feel it warming our bodies through to our bones, and we know that that warmth from the summer will carry us through the autumn and the dark winter days through to the following year. All the hard work of the spring, of the wood element, has been done. Plants are growing in the fields, and we know there will be a good harvest when the time comes, and that we'll have plenty of resources to take us through the winter times. And all of that certainty brings a sense of lightness to our spirit, a gaiety, a sense of freedom, a liberation even, a childlike desire to go out and have some fun. And because it's the fire element and it's always about connecting through the heart, we want to share those experiences with other people that we care for as well. So what are the key themes of fire? Love and passion, joy, warmth, communication and connection, optimism are but a few, but those are the ones I'll concentrate on today. Love, well, the greatest gift that an element can give us. 4 wise men said about 50 years ago, all you need is love, da 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 da. And a wiser man some 1,000 years before that said, to be loved by someone gives you strength, but to love someone gives you courage. And I know Shakespeare and many of our best writers had a thing to say about love. And of course, love has this transformational quality. It lifts us above dense emotions like envy and jealousy and harsh judgments. It helps us to be the very best version of ourselves. And it enables us to reach out and connect with other people from heart to heart in a way that is trusting and open and authentic. And where does the joy come in? Well, when we love and when we feel passion and when we feel light and gay and free and have few responsibilities, it brings enormous joy. And the joy spreads to even the most mundane tasks, because we can find enjoyment in anything that we do when our fire is strong and in balance. And what about communication? Well, the fire element controls communication and the tongue, which allows us to speak. But it's more than that. It helps us to gather our thoughts and ideas and share them with others. Key component of communication, the sharing. And then the second part of that communication is to actively listen to other people and to hear to what they are saying about their thoughts and feelings as they share with us. And because the heart is connecting from the fire is connecting from heart to heart, this is about a desire to find the common ground, because fire is all about sharing and collaboration with love. So we've got the love and the passion, the joy and the communication. And we've also got the optimism. The sun will always rise tomorrow. So even in the darkest days, then we can hang on to that just to get us through, until we can start to open up and expand into the fire element energy again. But what happens if your fire is out of balance? What happens if it's deficient? Well, there'll be a coldness, there'll be something lackluster about that person, there'll be no excitement, there'll be no fun, and there'll be no joy. Everything will be monotonous and grey and uninteresting and just a drudge. There probably won't be the capacity to reach out, to connect and communicate. Perhaps the person has closed their heart down through heartbreak in the past. They may even be suspicious and distrusting of other people opening up to them. And they may say, no way, I'm staying slam shut. Which of course, unfortunately, cuts them off from the lifeblood of fire, which is communication, connection and love. And also they may come across as being a bit attention-seeking or needy or selfish, because their desire to be understood is so desperate that they will say, me, me, me. Someone please listen to me and understand how I feel. Now, what happens if your fire is in excess? Well, Think of last summer, 2022, 40 degrees, scorching hot, awfully hot. All the crops that were growing in the fields wither and died. There was a very poor harvest. There was a drought. There was anxiety that was building because there'd been not enough resources to get us through the winter. It was an unbearable, inappropriately long and hot summer, well beyond its due date, affecting the rest of the year. So when somebody's fire is in excess, they are like that. They are burning up. And the heat that they are radiating will be intense. Now, they will still have the need to be understood, like any fire out of balance, because that ready sharing and communication, the listening and the finding the common ground, the understanding will be missing. But they'll be coming at it not from a closed off, withdrawn way, or a slightly attention-seeking, seemingly selfish way. What about me? They'll be coming full in your face. I want to tell you what I'm feeling. I want to share with you what my thoughts and ideas are. Please understand me. And it will be relentless. And the intensity of their emotion and their intensity of their desire to love passionately will scorch everything in its path. And what will happen is those people that they're reaching out to will recede very quickly, because they just don't want to be burnt in the path of the wildfire. So both the deficient and the excess fire will still end up being as lonely as each other because of the imbalance in this element. But let us not forget one of the gifts of fire, optimism. The sun will always rise in the morning, and there are always ways to nurture our fire element and all of our elements back into balance, so that we may experience that beautiful, steady, radiating warmth, that ability to open up and reach out to people and communicate and connect with them in a meaningful, reciprocal way. And we will find love, and we will be able to give love and feel the passion and the joy. So please don't give up hope if your fire is either a flickering flame or wildly out of control. You will be able to bring yourself back into balance and enjoy life again. I leave you with that. The next video will be on the virtue of fire, ritual and propriety. May your path be easy. Blessed be.